Hello, welcome to part 3 of modified tools. So in this section, I'll be covering some of the remaining modification tools, the stretch, scale, array, offset, and the likes. So to start with stretch, the stretch tool. Now, the the stretch tool work in a way where you have to actually whatsoever you want to stretch, you need to ensure that you pick it from the vertex, so it will work with the vertex of the shape and not just what's it called. So let me just quickly explain using a particular shape. So if I should have something like this, so I'm just trying to draw what I have here. Look at this, right? So now, so I have my circle. So like I said, that stretch work with vertex. So if I should have this line for instance, now normally if I should click on my stretch, or the shortcut is what S, right? It's S. So if I should just select, because it asks me to select, and if I just select by clicking on it, right, enter. Now to ask me to pick specify my base point. If I specify, I'm only moving it. That's the only thing I'm doing. I'm moving it. So, but for it to actually work, I have to what? I have to select it from the vertex. So if I go back to my stretch command, so like I said, you can see I'm coming from the vertex with my cross selection. You can see from the vertex or this way as well. So it must be from the vertex, then enter. So if I click on this, can you now see it's stretching? It's not moving it. Can you see that? Can you see that? I can stretch. But if I should just click on it and I can say I'll only move it. So and the reason why I draw it, it won't work with circle because circle does not have vertices. Just so if I should select, for instance, I have this. So let's first stretch. If I should select this, so all these parts now it has chosen the vertex for this, then the vertex for this, then I can pick my center, then what, stretch it. You notice that what is being stretched is just the what, it's just the lines, because when I apply the, you see, right, let me pick that part, it also pick the circle and the what and the arc, but by the time I start stretching it, it's only moving the what, it will only move the circle, it's only, you can see it's only moving the circle and the arc, but what, because those one does not have vertex. So but it's stretching the what? It's stretching the lines that were picked. So that is how what? That is how stretch work. That is how it work. Alright. So then I have scale. Now scale is to give, you know, understand what scale means, to give either times two or or division of the original shape that we have. Now what do I mean by that? So if I should have, for instance, my rectangle and I say, okay, this is my rectangle, right? Let me give it a dimension. So okay, I want to draw a rectangle of 40, then by 40. Okay, let me make it a square, 40 by 40. Then I have this, right? So now if I should scale it, or the shortcut is SC for scale, then I select the object I want to scale, because it asks me to what, to select the object to scale. select the object, then click on enter. Now I ask you to pick base point. So where do I want to start the stretch the scaling from? So if I click on this point to be my base point, now you will notice the number, the scale factor. Can you notice? Specify scale factor. So now as I'm moving around the workspace, it's giving me different number. That is multiplication of the original shape, and that's what I'm going to have. So if I should say okay, I just leave it around this type, you can see I now have it like this. So let me go back. So it's what we had before. So you can always input your what, your parameters. So if I click here, so ask me for a scale factor. So I want to increase that shape times 2. So I want to scale it. So can just enter what, 2. So enter, you can see it. The same way you did that, you can still reduce it. Say okay, I want to reduce it by 3, 1 divided by 3. So I have this. Yeah, right. And another scale work also is you can actually copy the original. You can see this is my original, which is fainted here, right? So I can copy it. So if I say for copy, I will have it there. Then I can now scale it. So I can scale it by 4. You can see this was the original I have here. Then I scale this by 4. So I have this here. All right. So that is how scale works. Then I have the array tools. Now the array, we have 3 types of array. So I have my rectangular array, I have my part array, and I have the polar array. Alright, so the rectangular array is used to give shapes in a rectangular pattern. So let's start with rectangular array. Let's say for instance, I want to have, let me just say like a roof. Now on this roof, if this is a roof, and on this roof I want to have the bulb, some bulbs, I have some bulbs, right, like this. So I want to have it lean I have to have it on my length part and on my breadth part. Then I can actually just what, just pick on my rectangular array, right? Just select the objects, select it. So I have it. So by default, I have my column to be what, to be 4, and my row to be what, to be 3. So you can always what, pick and or specify the one you actually want. So using these arrows, I can what, I can increase my numbers of row. You can see, so both vertical and what, and horizontal. So you can see, you can still bring it this way. All right, then I can use this arrow to what, to space it. Now you just notice from the format bar I have, it will be this, the distance between them will be increasing, right? So I can increase the distance and use this as well to increase the number of what, of rows, right? So I can use this as well to specify the distance, right? So it depends on what you actually want. So I can say okay, I want this to be 4, I want it to be 4. I say that okay, so I want it to be 5, then I want this to be 4. You see that, then I can manually adjust the space between them. So there, so that is how rectangular array work. All right, so everything is here, the distance between the rows and the total is it, the distance between the columns as well is there, right? So when you are through, you can click on your escape or actually click on close. So now we also have polar array. So polar array is for circular parts. For circular part. So let's take for instance I have I want to draw a gear of okay, so let me just say I have so 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 I want to okay. Alright, so I have my polygon. So let I go and inscribe in a circle. Let me just so I have this right. So this could be my knot and my bolt here. So I want it to go around it. So instead of me drawing this one by one and bringing it here, so I can just what I can just array it. So I'll come down here, click my polar array, or you actually type array, then we go array. I have to select the objects. So I'm selecting two objects. Now I mistakenly selected the objects that I don't want. The out the bigger and smaller circle. So you can hold down your shift key to unselect. Hold down your shift key, then you click on it. That is that. Then click on enter. Right. So now to specify the center of array. So the center of array will be the center of our circle. So I'll click on it. So I have the then. So your right here is telling me that oh, you know, the circle is 360 degree. So that's why I have 360. So the distance between them is 60. From here to here is 60. So likewise, I can use this arrow to what? To control it as well. You can see to control the distance as well. Right. Then I can say I've changed it. So you can even come here and say, oh, you want 10 up. You can say to increase it and you want it to be on the whole 360. So you can type your 360, right? So it will give that. So as you know, the role is one. So what if we change it? So we can bring it out. So say that. So you just have to play around it for you to understand. For you to understand much better how they work. You need to play around it. So I'll advise you that okay after this video you just pick up an exercise and work on it. All right. Then and if you have any question you can always leave it at the comment section so I can always reply on probably come up with an explanation to it. All right. Then I have the final part of the array which is the part array. So part array will go around a part around. So for instance, if I should pick up my spline, so I have my spline. So if I click on Docker here, I have spline. The first video I explained that. I explained spline. So 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 let I have this. Let me copy it. Okay. So now I want to draw a circle on it. Yeah. I want to draw a circle here. Offset. Now if I click on my part array, click on part array, it asks me to select what? This the objects. So this is the object I want it to be on this part, right? So if I click on this, enter one object found, enter, ask me to what? Select part curve. So I'll click on this. Now I have it, right? This is what I have. So now this is the whole stuff move according to the what to the line, but in an offset distance. You see, start from here, go up, look at it, go up, come down, right, come down, go up, come down. So now, what if I should still apply the same path array? Select the object, enter, pick the path. You can see now I have it on it. So here you can always just reduce it and increase. You can see according to, wow, see what we have. So it depends on your taste. You can see you can always reduce and what increase it with the arrow, right? So say for instance this is what we have. You can see that this happened because of what? I drew the circle on the edge of the spline, but this was at an offset distance to it. So that's why it fall in such pattern. So that is the difference between what the three types of array that we have. Now I've been mentioning offset distance uh, earlier. Now let me explain offset. So offset is you actually drawing another shape and you having a distance difference between them. So for instance, if I should have a rectangle, right? I have this rectangle. So I can specify. So if I should have something like this, so O for offset, or you come down here and click on your offset. So when you click on offset, you specify the distance. So you said you specify offset distance. So if I click on 5, enter, so it asks me to select the object. So I'll select the object, then I can have it either inside or outside. That's it. I can still change my distance. Let me change it to 2. You can see, or the same, I have it outside. So this is our offset work. And again, you can actually pick through. If you pick through, it will let you offset it manually without you inputting the figure at first, the parameters first. And later on, if you have it, you can then put it in. So that is how offset work, as how it works. So it helps us to have some multiple drawing with respect to different space. So these are some other modification tools that we can as well make use in our drawing. So all these tools are just available for us to draw with ease and to find our way around drawing without stressing ourselves. Thanks for watching the video. Please kindly subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you.